guys. I feel like it's been forever since I've done a video for you guys. Thank you for being patient with me. There has been a lot going on. I've been going through some medical things, like you guys know, like my kidney and liver functions, and they think all of that is from my Paxil, so I've been going through withdrawal from slowly weaning myself off of that. And now I'm on Lexapro, and that's giving me all sorts of side effects too. So it doesn't help that I've also been starting a night job, so it's kind of hard to post videos every day like I'd like to. So thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I really do appreciate it. So I'm feeling well enough to do a video today, and I really didn't know what to do it on because I don't really like to talk, about me too much. I like to make, these things apply to other people. So I had no idea. So I went on to my good old anxiety group on Facebook, and I was like, hey, what do you guys need me to talk about? And Felicia, my good old buddy Felicia, suggested talking about the fight or flight responses in anxiety attacks. Okay, well, I do have experiences with this. If my boyfriend was here, he would be like, oh, hell yeah. It's a really bad feeling. I get them mostly in like social situations or if I'm out in public. The one time, I'm gonna say this to you guys. One time, I went to the mall with just me and my boyfriend, and we always go to like the animal section first, and because I love animals. I'm a big animal lover. If you saw my video, I just kind of want to do for fun. You kind of saw my dogs. I have my mom's dogs in my room with me today too, enjoying the air conditioning. So, anyways, we went into there. And this lady was filling up, I guess, the water bowls or something in all the cages. And they had this puppy, literally this little teeny tiny puppy. And he was just crying and crying. And it was so heartbreaking. I actually started to cry. And my boyfriend didn't know what to do. He was like, why is this happening? And I'm bawling hysterically going, someone pick him up, I don't understand why they're not helping him. And I start crying, okay? And it's awful. So he's pulling me by my arm and like pulling me out of the store. And then I keep crying. And he's like doing the parent thing. If you stop crying, I'll get you Dairy Queen. I'll get you coffee. I'll get you whatever you need. Just stop crying. Because he had no idea what was going on. But really, I think looking back at that, that was pretty much a panic attack. It was induced by the public. Like I was out in public. The store was really crowded at the time. There was little kids running around everywhere. It was really loud. All the dogs were barking. And I felt the need to either run or I was going to die. Pretty much the only way to explain it. So that was my first experience with that. Now, I have other experiences of that when I am out at like my friends' houses. I literally start having a panic attack and I literally have to leave the room. And I literally go away. I run away from the anxiety. I run away from the situation, and I go and pretty much lock myself in the bathroom most of the time and try to just calm down. And sometimes it's really hard because you really do feel like you're dying and you feel like there is something wrong with you. I don't even know how many times, endless, it seems like every day I text my boyfriend, there's something wrong with me. Like I have to go to the doctor. There is something wrong with me. Why am I doing this? Why is this happening to me? I don't understand, and I don't know. And my doctor doesn't even have answers for me. I've been trying to get up with a psychiatrist, but the insurance companies are having a hard time letting them, or the doctors are having a hard time getting the insurance company, whatever. There's a conflict with my insurance and all these psychiatrists. So I haven't seen one yet, and my doctor has no idea, like, what to do for this. So I'm basically just blindly taking medication that don't work for me and don't really apply, which you've seen in my medication video. You know, I have been on a lot, and with all these anxiety attacks, it's not helping. I mean, those panic attacks are intense. It's not just a regular, like, anxiety or panic attack. It is intense. You think you're dying. You're convinced you're dying. You're convinced something is going to happen to you. You're convinced something's wrong with you. And you're pretty much just stuck. You feel helpless. You feel like you're drowning, essentially, in all of your anxiety. And it's hard. Like, I don't want that on any person, ever. I don't want anyone else to go through that, or what I go through. I know that, you know, obviously, Felicia, you have gone through this, and you suggested the topic, but I really hope that you don't have, or get the severity of what I do. I'm sorry if my camera's shaking. I'm still a little bit shaky from the withdrawal symptoms, so I'm going to try to sit it on the keyboard here. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But anyways, like I said, I hope, you know, you guys don't ever experience it. And if you do, the biggest advice I can give for you is to, yes, it is very hard to calm down while you're in one of those anxiety attacks. And I feel the best to do in the situation is to have someone with you, which can be hard. You know, I'm alone most of the time, so it's usually my boyfriend that helps me. You know, if he is available, I mean, it's hard because sometimes I don't want him there, and sometimes I just want to do it by myself. But it is helpful when there's someone else in the room with you. And to distract you and have that conversation with you, like, you're not going anywhere, you're safe, nothing's happening to you, you're okay. You know, that type of, you know, support. What else is helpful is if you are alone, just to keep kind of reminding yourself, I'm okay. This is going to pass. It'll be done. It'll be over with. I just have to get through it. And then the next 2, 3, 5, 10, however long your panic attacks last, minutes, it's going to be over, and I can continue on with my life, and it'll be fine. You just have to kind of put in, you know, not in perspective, but you have to think about that this isn't actually going to hurt me. You know, it's hard to fight the anxiety when it's happening to you, but if you can kind of pound it in your head that you're not going to die, it gets easier. And I know it's like easier said than done type of thing, but I mean, it's really hard to master. I've only gotten myself over by myself, only gotten over my anxiety attacks probably like 3 times. And I've had this disorder since I was 5 or 6. So, I mean, it does take a lot of practice. But you eventually get through it. And it sucks. It really, there's no other word to say than it frickin' sucks. And, like I said, it's that fight or flight response that you get when you go through like a car crash or anything that your adrenaline is like being released. It's basically your adrenaline taking over your body. Your body thinks that it's dying. You feel like you're gonna drown in your anxiety. You feel like it's never gonna end. It's just an awful feeling. And I hope that they go away soon for me. But honestly, I don't see that happening for a while. Now, knock on wood. Hear that? I'm knocking on my desk wood. I haven't had an anxiety attack in probably 2 weeks, so I'm feeling kind of good about that. But then again, I haven't been in really much social situations. Oh my God, I can't really talk today. And I'm sorry for the camera keep shaking. Holy crap. I didn't realize how bad my hands are shaking. But anyways, what I was going to say is I haven't been in a lot of social situations lately. I haven't been really out with friends at friends' houses, hanging out to get my anxiety attacks. I've been, like I said, working at this night job. And other than that, I'm pretty much home, just chilling out. I've taken up reading, so I've been reading a lot. I read Divergent in 13 hours, and it's close to a 600-page book, I think. It was a big book. It was so good. But anyways, back to anxiety. I'm going to wrap this up because this is getting holy crap big, and I really hate giving you guys these huge videos. But like I said, I kind of like to cover these things thoroughly and give you examples so you guys get to understand things. But yes, the fight or flight anxiety attacks are awful. They're atrocious. You feel like you're dying. As a recap, I'm recapping, so I know I've said this already. But anyways, you know, you feel like you're dying. And like I said, the best advice for me to give to you is you have to, while you're having this anxiety attack, have enough willpower, enough control to realize that it's just an anxiety attack and there's nothing medically wrong with you, even though that's all psychological. It's nothing like your heart's gonna explode or it's your lungs are giving out or whatever you feel. Nothing biologically is going to shut down or fail unless you have a really bad heart problem. Then I would go consult your doctor about that. But usually, typically, nothing like that would happen. So just kind of have that mindset. Sorry, my ears are really itchy today. That nothing is gonna go wrong. Nothing. You're fine. You're sitting what room you're sitting in. You're safe. It'll be over soon. You'll move on and you'll have a better day. That's all you can kind of think about when you're having that type of anxiety attack. Kind of work yourself out of the anxiety attack by, after this, I am going to go do XYZ. I'm going to go wherever. I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to whatever you need. So, that being said, that's all I gotta say about that, my good old Forrest Gump. I hope you guys like my videos. I would appreciate if you liked them, commented on them, so I can adjust them according to however you guys feel. Give suggestions on topics, questions for me to answer, advice, whatever. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that 9 yards. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow.